guys just feel like you're in a groove right now? Not that you don't want to get better, but you're also like, don't mess with it. This is good.
Yeah, I think we're having success just like I've talked about before, executing. And I think defensively, I think it's a lot different when you have your assignment for that night. It kind of got kind of hard switching everything. But when you're assigned an assignment and you have to do your job, you kind of lock in more. And I think we've been pretty good defensively, and I think that's what's been winning us games. So.
Brad just praised your leadership. You're doing something different these days.
Yeah, I think I just kind of chilled out. I actually was kind of just struggling with kind of finding the right approach. I mentioned that earlier, but I've talked with my sister, talked with my friend. We've been doing Bible studies on Sundays, and I kind of just had them pray for kind of finding that in the season, kind of not getting frustrated with myself. I was finding myself getting real frustrated, but we prayed for those things. I think it's been, God's been pulling through with kind of my mindset and just changing the way I view things and kind of just calming me down and kind of being me and just kind of relaxing on the court and just being free for the guys and letting them do their thing.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think just trying not to foul, trying not to bail people out. I just kind of been walling up, using my lane. If people score tough twos, it's a tough two. We can live with it. So kind of just finding a balance between not fouling and just using my length and walling up. If they score, they score, but it'll be a challenging way to score. So.
You guys collectively led to a lot of blocks and probably further this tough two conversation. How much do you feel that on the court is you, Matt, or down the board because you guys are all really well?
Yeah, I think, like you said, just using your length. Sometimes, you can see in the games we kind of let ourselves get beat, and then we go block a shot because we know we're capable of blocking shots. I think Matt's been doing it. I've been doing it sometimes lately. Just using our length. Being able to fight over ball screens and just contesting as many shots as we can. I think it really bothers and affects teams.
One thing Matt said is that he learned a little bit about shot blocking from you in practice. Did he tell you about that?
He calls me his sensei, and he says stuff about, like, we just talk about like blocking shots, and he mentioned to you guys like jumping off of one leg, kind of timing shots. So he's gave me my flowers for that. He's not shy and doesn't discredit me, so he always comes up to me and says, I learned this from you, so yeah.
What's his personality kind of like around the team? It seems like he's kind of a unique guy.
Is he out here?
No, Matt's a different breed. I've never met anyone like Matt. I thought Matt was gonna come here and be like a cocky, like, country kid, but he's like the complete opposite. He's just like super goofy, super chill, like different breed, like whole different person than I thought he was gonna be like.
What was that transition for you and him? I know because you guys have had different kind of roles here in terms of leadership-wise than you did maybe last year or other places.
Yeah, he's kind of just like after the Missouri game, we were in the airport together, and we talk a lot about basketball. We just sit down and just have like our different views. But we just talk about, he talks about like how he's like real into like analytics and like 3-point shots, shot making, shot blocking, 2-point percentages, 3-point percentages, stuff like that. So he kind of just shares his insight to the game for me, his mindset going into games, and I kind of just like we kind of just piggyback off of each other and kind of find like a balance between like our mindsets and what we think is a good shot, stuff like that, and we kind of just teach each other about that kind of stuff. So it's been a really good transition for both of us, I think.
Share the weirdest Matt Myers story, but I don't mean that in a bad way, just the one that sticks out.
Honestly, I probably I honestly cannot. There's too many. Some of the ones I know I can't say on camera, but Matt is a crazy funny dude. He's a great dude. So he's just really goofy. You just like, if you know Matt, you just know like he's just so goofy. So.
For Matt, Terrence, maybe you last year in college basketball. How have you guys? Brad said you're playing for the front of the group. How have you guys kind of stayed with that? Not let your minds go to whatever the future might bring.
Yeah, I think kind kind of just focus on winning, because if we don't win, none of us win. So just focus on winning, focus on helping the guys out, just having that desire to want to win, that motivation to want to win, because we've all experienced it at some kind of level. So I think just kind of being contagious with the winning mindset and preaching winning and doing what it takes to win. I think that's what it's really been about for us. So.
Coleman, you guys got into foul trouble early against Wisconsin, kind of at a slow scoring start. What's going to be some of the keys to a smoother start here against Nebraska?
I think limiting their three-point attempts. I think running them off the line. They've been shooting the ball great as of late. They have like a very different lineup now that Gary's been hurt. Another one of their wings have been hurt, so they have a completely different lineup going. So just really running them off the line and just executing for us. I think getting the best shot possible. Offense will come, but defense will lead us, like in the Ohio State game, how we're getting on transition, stuff like that. So just limiting their three-point shots, limiting Walker as well. He likes angles, getting in that paint, finishing over length. So limiting stuff like that, I think will be key for us.
Came the journey following you? Is that right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was cool. They got to go home back in Sacramento, talk to my dad, talk to my sister, talk to me a little bit, and just kind of get a glimpse of what I went through as a kid. I didn't get to share the whole story, but I think it's awesome to kind of have people just hear my story and where I came from and how I kind of grew up around basketball. So I think it's a pretty cool thing.
You got some clip notes of it?
Just being around three older sisters who played basketball. Not being in the situation where I was the star player all the time. Being young, and my dad never had to coach me. He was never involved in overly involved in recruiting processes, trying to coach me. We have those teams where the coach and the son are the same team, and they're playing daddy ball, and the kid gets to shoot every shot. So it was never like that for me. I kind of just pushed through and battled through all the adversity, and that's just a glimpse of my early career. So yeah, it's a pretty cool situation. So yeah.
All right, I gotta get him in the film. So
Yep. Thank you.